Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about you.
Tonali shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Now it's Chiesa. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely spread. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. He's found a way through. Shevchenko!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Plays a sharp little ball here. No, that's been intercepted. He's given the time to pick a pass. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's found a way past. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Shot could be on. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, good spread. And it's Baggio. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for the run. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Fired deep towards the back post. Roberto Baggio. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And this is Shevchenko. Roberto Baggio. Chiesa. Aimed beyond the defence. Neatly clipped into space. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here!
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're off again.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Has a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Roberto Baggio is offering a wry smile there.
Milan have their second corner now. Chiesa gets it away. Shoots! And he comes up trumps again.
Roberto Baggio really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Milan have their third corner. They've played it short. There's the shot! Tonali gets good distance on it. Costa Curta. And it's Baggio. Oh, good ball! Shevchenko! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Milan get their fourth corner. Shevchenko! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, that's fabulous. Plays it across. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Baggio will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass somewhat off target. McTominay. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And he's gone looking for safety. Over to the left. Knocks it into space. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Shevchenko. Nice sequence of passes, this. Nicely aimed pass. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that is a nice touch. Chance! There it is! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Very much into the last knockings. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's shifting through the gears. Oh, what? In he goes again! And yes, it's there! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Sharp, simple, satisfying. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the...
There's the header! Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that has not gone well. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta makes the interception, and it's Son Heung-min. First quarter of an hour gone. Spain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Yaya Toure.
Spain really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Aimed beyond the defence. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. And he's there to retrieve it. It's Son Heung-min! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Son Heung-min. Oh, nicely intercepted. DiMarco. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, super find. Shevchenko! Oh, it's come off the upright. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now, can they get him away? Salah. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
That gets things going for the second half.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He can get that clear. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Looking to play him in. No, it's come to nothing. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Beckenbauer. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
And the shot! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Spain have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And they win it back again. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Son Heung, he's tried one! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition. Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He's having a go! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Osimhen. Mbappe is flagged offside. Can he get on the end of this? Spain still ahead by the game's only goal. And he's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he's intervened well there.
Spain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Takes a shot! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting...
So that's it. It is all over. Spain have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Yamal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
And in the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
Tries to pass it through. Nesta clears it away. Yaya Toure. Now that looks a decent ball. Vitinha. Cafu. Looking to play him in. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Shot a goal! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Eintracht Frankfurt have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Son Heung-min. That'll be a throw. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great chance! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Spain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That's the keeper's ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Spain will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckenbauer. Eintracht Frankfurt can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's a searching pass. Vitinha. Rijkaard. A player who needs no introduction. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bernardo Silva. Cole. That's a good ball out wide. Son Heung-min. Looking for options for movement. Oh, super find. Bernardo Silva. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Cruyff. And this is Ronaldo. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cafu. Just about up to 75 minutes. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he is going into that little black book. Baresi. And that is a little undercooked. And that is as far as it goes. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Spain can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really...
And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Raul. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Son Heung-min. That's a good ball out wide. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Shevchenko! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the through ball. He's got away, and he decides to cross it. And they've got a throw. Thuram. Now Roberto Baggio. Yaya Toure. Nicely weighted ball. And the finish! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply. He's got tall! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Raul. Granit Xhaka. Raul. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cristiano Ronaldo. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Looking for the run, and this is Shevchenko. Granit Xhaka. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He's having a shot! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter.
It's Inzaghi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Spain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Spain head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Messi. Number 18.
And the action is back on the way.
Coming on the field.
Yaya Toure. Back into the middle. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckenbauer, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's put paid to a promising move. De Ligt. Adams. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. This looks promising. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's quick to get it clear again. Yaya Toure. Almost an hour gone.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? And no, that was never going to make it. Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Villa. That is good alertness. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Burak Yilmaz! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Raul.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Coming on the field. Number 23, Hirotoshi Nakata.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take in a good area. A corner it is then. Spain with the corner. They're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Quality ball. Looking to play him in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cleared away. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he was quick to react. And time is up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Just a quick reminder today to
Shevchenko claiming the man. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Spain.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Cruyff. It's just beyond his reach. He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. And he's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to get it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Milan have a free kick. Cruyff gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Zico! It's bounced back off the post. Plays it in low. And he's there to belt it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Buffon getting this one clear. Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. Tries a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That's a cute ball. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kukçu.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Koundé receives it. Kukçu! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Koundé. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Yaya Touré. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckenbauer. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's Zico! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field is number 8, Ferran Torres.
Here we go again then. So the first half brought no goals. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! And no, that was never going to make it. Zico. And he can clear it away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Shevchenko. Azar. Looking for options for movement. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So, third corner of the game. Zico with the short one. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And a cross. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Spain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Shevchenko. Quality ball. Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And here's Ferran Torres. Can he finish? He has done it! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And that was very necessary. Thuram. And that's another good win of the ball. Ferran Torres.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Zico. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Hazard. That's a fabulous ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's had a shot! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Spain really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Always onto this. Ferran Torres. And this is Raul.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Raul. Costa Curta does really well there. He is strong. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. Costa Curta gets it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Belletti. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found the way through. Son Heung-min. Oh, the whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. A probing pass. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
He's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cruyff demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram. Now, can they get him away? That's really well cleared. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Driving on and making good progress. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bale. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Referee has just said play on. Shevchenko is wide and looking to get onto this. That could spell trouble. And he's intervened well there. Cleared away. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's managed to get rid.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he whips it in. Keeper has taken decisive action. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
I'm afraid to tell
How do you look back on the first 45
expecting
minutes?
traffic to be heavy
Well, it's
after
been
the
nothing
final
but
whistle
frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Punched away. It's Pirlo! Loose ball. That's another chance! Too close for comfort. Luis Suarez.
Spain really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. He is through here. Chance for us! It's bounced back off the post. Belletti gets it away.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Xavi Alonso. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Xavi Alonso. Beckham. Raul. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Now the ball's gone astray. And that has left him in a heap. And claimed it back swiftly. Adriano. Thuram. Pirlo. Raul. And he's there to make the challenge. Adriano. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that should get the job done. Another chance from a corner. And we have our very first corner. He'll try to keep this alive.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? And he's worked it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And time is up. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Goes for goal! That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no joy this time. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, that's been intercepted. And he can clear it away. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill.
And Yaya Toure!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard makes the interception. Vinicius Junior. Beckenbauer. Now this could be a chance. Shevchenko! Now, oh, he's been caught on it here, and it's come back out to him. That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for the run. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now he's got space here. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? That pass has been well intercepted. Just too much on that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that.
Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Well, that's an excellent interception. Nesta. Just 5 minutes left until the break. No way through. Nesta. Beckenbauer. And it's Yaya Toure. He's had a fair tumble under that. And he's let fly! There was plenty of power on that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Spain are down to 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 13, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 20, Mbappe.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Shevchenko. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone. And he's decided to go for it. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
He's in plenty of space here. He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Great vision. And they've got rid. But they've got it again. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, cracking ball. Roll! They've scored! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that was vital. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setback, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
And he's running through. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United really could have done without this. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it, 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Lewis Skelly. And he's only too happy to take that back. He's having a go! Great reaction! Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Manchester United have their second corner now. Palmer with the short one.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's run loose here. Messi, and he's had a hit! Gusto. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Lewandowski. He's in a great position here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Conte.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those...
He's had a shot! They've done it! Forlan, Messi, well read, and the danger is averted. Tonali, now it's Batistuta, and this is Forlan. Palmer, Subimendi, he won't be happy with that one. Brilliantly cut out. Fermin. Well read, nice interception.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Adams. And it's Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. That is a brilliant interception. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution for Manchester United, number 7, Tonali.
And the action is back on the way.
Number 18.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Zubimendi for Palmer, and it's Lewandowski. Oh, super find. Surlot. Adams. Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's En-Nesyri. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. En-Nesyri. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And here's Forlan.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that has left him in a heap. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 9, En-Nesyri. Coming on to replace him is number 5.
Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Goes for a shot! A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nice looking ball. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Passes short and sharp. No way through. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nesiri, nice looking ball. Now it's Lewandowski, threads one in. Lewandowski! And he can clear it away. Lewandowski looking sharp there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Great vision. And that could set him on his way.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lewis Skelly knocks it into space. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Looking for options for movement. Back into the middle. Cherki. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. And the finish! It's in! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cherki.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found the way through. Oh, that's neat. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Manchester United are up by the goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. There's the start of the second half. Tries to play it through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. Bruno Fernandes. And he's there to retrieve it. Alvarez, who does have an assist to his name. He's gone for goal! A probing pass. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely ball and a... Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? That is ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes making good progress on the right-hand side. Cherki.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And it's Gusto. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played back in. Branthwaite gets good distance on it. Schlotterbeck is there and he can get that clear. Alvarez receives it in a wide position. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pressing high and with purpose. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 18.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
He is through here! That's a lovely, neat pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a searching pass. He's found the way. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
When the manager... It's Lewandowski! Tried the volley, but no.
Lewandowski cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 8, number 9, and the series. Coming on the field, number 16, Fermin.
Oh, it's come loose.
Number 6, Cristiano.
Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.